Hi, everybody. Welcome back to A Sweet Journey. I am Sonia, also known as Sweets. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about physical and digestive health. As we are closing out the year, there are lots and lots of things for us to really get focused on when it comes to holistic health. This month, I've talked a little bit about spiritual health, emotional health. Last week, I talked about mental health. So this week, I thought I'd close us out and close out the year with a conversation around physical and digestive health. And I think it's interesting because it's all connected. And so, if that is interesting to you, if that is something that you'd like to hear more about, please keep watching. When I think about why like a reset or intention setting is needed, I will just admit in full transparency, I am in a lot of pain. I'm in a lot of pain in my shoulder, in my neck, kind of goes down. I get numb in my arm and tingling in my fingertips. And I've been to orthopedic doctors, I've been to physical therapists, I've been to acupuncturists, I've had cupping, I've had a massage. And though it is letting up and it is getting better, it is very, very painful. And I would love to say that there is something physically wrong. However, I've had x rays, I've been to the emergency room several times. I've had x rays, I've had MRI, and actually, what I am dealing with right now is not as much a physical, it's not an injury. It is a result of holding in stress, which is crazy. When we talk about mental and spiritual and emotional health, all of that matters when it comes to both digestive health and physical health. And I just want to talk a little bit about, I'm not an expert in this area. I'm just someone who is on a journey to being healthier physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and in a digestive way. I want to be healthy. And so there are some things that I've done in the past that I can learn from, that I want to talk you through, that I am implementing now. I've already started. And just want to talk to you a little bit about it, and hopefully it is helpful to you. So the first thing is, find an exercise or find movement that works for you, because movement is medicine. One of my staple exercises is hot yoga. When I have an opportunity to move, I find that the heat in hot yoga, or any exercise that includes like a heat kind of aspect to it in the room, there's something about it that allows my body to stretch in a way that it does not stretch normally. And so I love hot yoga. When I am deliberate about my health goals and my physical fitness, I'm doing some sort of yoga. Whether it is hot yoga or yoga with another studio, I am prioritizing that. And what I find every single time is that there's this holistic thing that happens, that when I am doing yoga, I'm also eating differently. And I think it has something to do with, like, I love the way my body feels when I'm able to do yoga, when I'm able to stretch the way that I want to, when I'm able to do, like, breathe in a way that I just really, I think I feel healthier. And so yoga is a big part of my physical fitness. The other thing that I love is walking. And for me, I can't walk for a long distance. I cannot do like hardcore, like cardio when it comes to walking or running, even the way that my body is set up, because I have rheumatoid arthritis and I have some challenges with my knees sometimes. Walking is the very best thing for me. And so I have a treadmill, and so I'm able to walk on it. I actually really do like to walk on the treadmill at the gym. I got this treadmill for Christmas, and so it's kind of new, and I have to get in the rhythm of using it here. But I love, love, love walking on the treadmill at the gym. And then the third thing is I love to work out with like some sort of dance video, usually from YouTube. Trap cardio is my favorite because it's dancing and it's easy. And even though it might be like an hour and a half recording, I typically do like 30 minutes of the dance. Those are my three go-to places for movement, how to get movement into my body. And for you, you would just determine what are your go-to things that you like to do. And then choose maybe one of those to do a day, or maybe you say like 3 times a week, or set something up that would work for you. But just remember that movement really is medicine. The second area of intention when it comes to physical and digestive health is meal prep. And so when I think about meal prep, I think really it's typically lunch, because the way that my days are set up, usually when I'm focused, I get up in the morning and I go and do an early workout. I love to work out first thing in the morning before my day gets started. I love a good 5 a.m., 5:30 class. That's my favorite. And so that would be my preference. And then after that, I love breakfast, but the majority of breakfast foods are not friendly to my digestive system. And so if I try to eat, like say pancakes or something like that, that's not really good for me. The best thing for me is to avoid potatoes and sweets and gluten. That is the best thing for my system, my digestive system. And so typically it would be lunch, and then I don't really like to eat late in the evening. Intermittent fasting is really, really, really important. So when I meal prep, I'm usually meal prepping for lunch. And so it's important to me that I eat the things that make my body feel good. And it's important for you to know what are the foods that your body actually likes. And when I say that your body likes, it's like you don't have a negative reaction. So for me, and people talk about like being able to look at your poop, or are you even able to use the bathroom, right? And that is important, and that tells a huge story about the quality of your digestive system. And so for me, if I lean more toward fruit and vegetables, juices, a lot of water, lots of water. And if I meal prep as if I'm a vegetarian or as if I'm a pescatarian, my body responds both physically, I feel better, and my weight drops off like crazy. I remember when we were in quarantine, I was preparing my meals every day, and I lost so much weight so quickly. And I looked good, I felt good, but I was meal prepping every single day. And so for me, that is tip number 2 when it comes to really supporting your gut health. And maybe even going to see a nutritionist to see what are the things that my body actually needs. What am I lacking? And then getting on a plan that supports that. So that's what you want to focus on. I think when it comes to meal prepping, you really just want to focus on prepping the right things that are good for you. So meal prep is not great if you're going to meal prep like fried chicken, french fries, and like Texas toast. That is defeating the purpose. So that does not support a good digestive system. So you want to eat things as much natural food as you possibly can, as much food that is not processed that you possibly can. Now I am saying this to you, but I'm also saying this to me, because I'm very clear that I don't meal prep as much as I want to, and oftentimes it's because I'm just tired. But I do understand that it's time to reset and set an intention toward meal prepping, because it will help. It always does. Whenever I focus on it, it really does help. So that is tip number 2, is meal prepping. And in your meal prep for things that are healthy for you. All right, and for the last tip, just make wise food choices. And what I mean by that is sometimes you can't meal prep. Sometimes you don't have time. Sometimes life is going and going and going. Like today my intention is not to prep my meal. Today I want to go and I want to get something to eat. I want to go out. I'm off work, and so I just want to go out and I want to do something that is away from home. And so what I have to do is make a smart choice with that though. Because I could go out and I could make a horrible choice. I could go to a restaurant that has all of the things that really hurt my body. But I'm not going to do that because there's a restaurant called Kava. Kava is a restaurant that serves Mediterranean bowls and burritos and things, but I always get a bowl, and everything in the bowl is very healthy for my body. And what I learned is that I actually tried to meal prep those bowls, and it was more cost efficient for me to go and actually buy the bowl because everything that you put in it is a little expensive. And so make wise choices. Sometimes the choice is to go out to eat, and you just want to make a choice that is good for you and continues to support the goals that you've set for yourself. And so hopefully that helped you as well. Hopefully that is something that is a value add for you when it comes to physical and digestive health. Really, along with everything else that I've talked about for this month, it's about setting intentions. But I was reading this book and I've heard this quote before, but I think it bears repeating here, where he said something like, there's five birds sitting in a tree, one intended to fly out into the wild. How many are left in the tree? And the person said four. And he said, no, a bird intending to fly is not a bird flying. And so I say that because all month I've been talking about intention setting. Intention setting is not the doing, it is teeing you up for the doing. And as we're heading into a new year, hopefully you set intentions, but then you have a plan to execute on those intentions, because otherwise you'll continue to not feel your very, very best. And there's no reason for that. And so I am saying that to you, and it's echoing right back to me. I am encouraging myself today in really getting out and doing something that is supportive of a holistic health. So, something that supports me spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and digestively. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.